Hey everybody, this is Dean, Frozenowl. This is going to be my new YouTube channel, vlog, whatever they call it. I don't really know what I want this to be yet. I don't really have anything to say right now, but it doesn't take me long to come up with stuff to say. So I just figured for my first, this is kind of just a test video. I don't know where this is going to ultimately end up being, but hopefully I'll get better at this and everything. But I'm just going to tell a story of the last time I flew commercial. Told this story to a buddy of mine a few years back, and he was just laughing his ass off. Try to make this kid friendly in the future as well. And that buddy of mine is subscribed to his YouTube channel. Tyler Has Words. We used to work together. We're piano players, and he's a great dude. Tyler Has Words. So look him up, subscribe. Maybe he'll do the same with me. So that's what this video is going to be. You may see me looking off to the side to kind of keep myself on track. Hopefully, as I get better at this, like I said, I won't have to do that as much. I'll kind of know what I'm going to say, when I'm going to say it, and everything like that. But you may be asking yourself, what is Frozenowl? What the hell is that? Well, it's just kind of something that stuck with me. A good buddy of mine who has a very dry sense of humor, just like me, said those words to me when I was in high school, and I just thought they were funny, and it's just kind of followed me throughout my entire life. It's also a lot of fun to just walk up to a random person somewhere out in the world and tell them you have a frozen owl at your house, and then just kind of walk away. It's funny. I've done it. I mean, you don't just ignore when somebody says that. You have some sort of reaction. I don't like to fly commercial, and it's not because I'm afraid of flying or heights or anything like that. It's just become a nightmare in the last 20 years, 25 years. I hate it. I hate everything about it. I hate the waiting, all of that stuff. So I haven't flown commercially in a long time. And I was just going to tell the story of something kind of funny that happened last time I flew commercially. I was flying from Atlanta to Myrtle Beach, and that's a very short flight, less than an hour. And first of all, the flight was delayed to begin with. We've all been through that. We've all been there. It's not fun. So we finally board. We get on the plane. And everybody's sitting in their seat waiting for us to back away from the gate and go on to Myrtle Beach. Well, the pilot comes on, says, welcome aboard, everybody, this and that. Says we should be underway shortly. And then he goes away. And we're all sitting there for about 20 minutes, and we don't move, just sitting at the gate. Well, he comes back on. Says, ladies and gentlemen, this is the captain from the cockpit. We're not able to get underway because we have a problem. We have too much fuel, and we're too heavy. And I kind of thought, I didn't know that was a thing. I kind of thought if there's anything would be good to have too much of is fuel if you're flying. If there's ever an overabundance of something you want in an airplane, I would think it would be fuel. But apparently that's a thing. He says, yeah, we're too heavy for our trip to Myrtle Beach. So anyway, he says, well, we have two options. I've got to get a fuel truck to come over to the plane and siphon fuel out of the plane, or I can kick 5 or 6 people off the plane. And I don't think anybody wants me to do that. So we've got the call into the fuel truck. They know our situation, and they should be here shortly. And we'll be underway getting you to Myrtle Beach. Okay, well, about 30 minutes goes by. He comes back on. He says, ladies and gentlemen, fuel truck is on the complete opposite side of the airport. And that's, if you don't know how big Hartsfield, Atlanta is, it's big. So that was a long way away. So he says, but they're on their way. It's just going to take them you know, about 30 minutes to get here. So, you know, another 30 minutes goes by. We're all getting pretty frustrated at this point, restless. He comes back on, and he's starting to speak with a little trepidation now. He may be getting a little frustrated himself. He comes on, he says, ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you what's going on up here. I got good news and bad news. He gives us that. You know, if you're on a plane, you want some good news. But he says, we got good news and bad news. Good news is the fuel truck is here. Bad news is they misunderstood what our problem was, and they thought we needed fuel. So they came with a fully loaded fuel tank. And they can't take any fuel out of us because there's no room in the tank. So fuel truck is going to have to go fuel up some other planes and then get back to us. So, you know, we're all pretty angry at this point. And but it's just kind of funny when you look back at it. We didn't have anything else to do. At least I didn't until the next day. So about another 30 minutes goes by. Liz is literally sitting at the gate for about 2 hours for a less than 1 hour flight from Atlanta to Myrtle Beach, which would be an easy thing. He comes back on and says, ladies and gentlemen, sure you're all pretty angry by now. Yeah, we were. He says, well, he again gives us the good news, bad news thing. Only this time it's reversed. He says, I've got bad news and I've got good news. The other way around. He says the bad news is the fuel truck was on its way back to us, and it ran out of fuel. It's on engine fuel. So it's just stuck. I mean, it doesn't have any plane fuel or fuel truck engine fuel. So it's waiting on AAA, which that part's not true. I made that up. But he said the good news is we've been sitting here so long idling, we've burned off enough fuel to finally be on our way to Myrtle Beach. So we're going to be backing off the gate here about 5 minutes, and we'll get you onto Myrtle Beach. And that's how it ended up. We did end up leaving shortly after that. Made it to Myrtle Beach fine. That was about 5 years ago. I haven't flown since, and I don't want to. But you know, I will if I have to. But I don't really want to. So anyway, slam that subscribe button. Why wouldn't you want to? After the story you just heard, who wouldn't want to subscribe to the Frozenowl YouTube channel with updates from me? I think at this point I may have my subscribe number, the number of people subscribe. I'm in the teens somewhere. But I hope to in the next couple of weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, I want to be approaching PewDiePie levels. PewDiePie has 88 million subscribers. And I'll get there eventually. I hope I get there. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this story. If you like this video, give me that like button, thumbs up button. If you didn't like it, I don't care. You know, it's a work in progress. I'll get better at this. Also, let me know what you thought of my story, and if you've had any nightmare airline stories that you can sum up briefly below. Leave me comments. Anyway, that's it. My name is Dean. This is the Frozenowl YouTube channel. Hopefully with more to come. See you guys.